Okay, but welcome everyone firstly. Okay, thank you for giving us this opportunity that you all come here to support us. I hope you are in the correct event, right? Storyline? But none of you all is in another event, huh? If let's say it's another event, don't worry. Get to know Storyline. It can help you to do your work. Okay? So, yeah, just stay on. So, just want to put some introduction on what is this event all about. Okay, because Storyline 2 is just introduced like about 3 weeks ago. Okay, sometime in September 16, Malaysia Day, back in the US, right? So it has only been 3 weeks, and right now that's where we want to share with you with some of the new features so that you can actually share with your colleagues or with your management in the end, right? So besides that, also we would like to welcome you for this event, okay? The agenda, if not mistaken, you have received the email. The agenda, we are starting at around 9:30, followed by the presentation, and of course we have promotions. Okay, we have promotions towards the end. We have lucky draw for you to win Storyline license. Okay, besides that, I want to introduce you to some of our teams here. You can see we have a booth back there, which is by TechNet Systems, who support us on the hardware. They are actually having server solutions as well as some high-end computer. So if you need any hardware solutions, by all means, can ask them as well. Okay, as you can see behind me, where I'm standing here, some canggih green screen, a lot of lights, macam studio. Okay, so what is this all about? This is actually iStudio. Okay, we are taking this opportunity to also introduce you to this new tool that can also help you in your e-learning content building, different ways, right? Just to share with you. Okay, so besides that, right now, just want to do some icebreaker. Anyone of here heard about or know about Articulate Storyline? Just show some hands. Don't be shy, you know. Good. Based on the hands put up, anyone has used Storyline to actually develop your content? Great, just a number, sure or not? Or you're too shy? Okay, because if for those that you have learned about Storyline, for Storyline 2, it will be a great improvement from there. A lot of features, new powerful features that you can use to develop your e-learning content, right? So with that, for those who just know about it, go ahead to know about Storyline 2 as well, okay? Because this is even more powerful than what you have heard about previously. Okay, so without further ado, we would like to actually invite Mr. Calvin Low, who is also my boss, okay, to actually give you this presentation. Okay, thank you, Mr. Calvin. Hang on.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Okay, I'm happy to see at least almost close to 40 or 50 people this morning. And definitely, first thing I would like to say is thank you very much for joining us these sessions. This is a sessions that is part of our responsibility as a distributor of Articulate in Malaysia to give introductions to the new product or new release of Storyline, which is Storyline 2, like what Elena mentioned, is just launched a few weeks ago. Yeah. So, and I believe my objective is also to try to introduce tools which I think it will help every organization to build your own e-learning capability. That is our core business today. We want to have more customers able to develop their own e-learning content. Yeah. So let me start with there's some history about this product. Okay, it started in April 2012. That's about 2.5 years ago. Okay, and of course the products have been launched recently called Storyline2. Okay, so of course even before Storyline2, actually Articulate have win a lot of award, okay, globally. Okay, and if you do a Google search on authoring tools, e-learning authoring tools, chances you will find that the Articulate Storyline is always rated by most of the organization as one of the best authoring tools, e-learning authoring tools for either corporate or educations. And of course, there are many big organizations are using Storyline to develop their own e-learning content. Okay, so I would say Storyline 2 allow you to imagine more, and it's simpler and more powerful. I think that is the difference between Storyline 1 and Storyline 2. Actually, there's no Storyline 1, it started with Storyline. Okay, so then the new release, they call it Storyline 2. Okay, and of course, I think everyone would like to see content is not just easy to develop. I think it's important to bring content to life. And later on, I will demonstrate to you some of the features and functions, how can be used to really make content more lively and also more interesting. And of course, I think today's everybody talking about speed. Okay, easy to learn, develop it fast. Yeah, I think this is always the concern. I think Storyline give you the perfect answers. Yeah. So I think most of you those who have heard about my talk or my training before, I always bring out this line. It's simple enough for beginner and powerful enough for expert. It means a lot. To me, I think it's very important. The first part, for anyone who are new to e-learning, that's all your concern. Is it easy to learn? How fast can I pick it up and can I produce? I think that's the questions always asked by everyone. Okay, so the answer is yes, it's very easy, simple enough for beginners. Most of the time, after a day or two of training, Storyline training, basically you're able to do the job quite well. Okay, because it uses a lot of, it's quite similar to PowerPoint, I would say. Okay, features and functionalities are very similar to PowerPoint, especially the interface. Yeah, and powerful enough for expert. I think this is something. We experienced it as a developer for many years, okay? And today it's not only me or our company, but I noticed that a lot of e-learning companies who are e-learning developer, they are no longer using those traditional way of doing things, okay, like Flash and all that. And a lot of them have started to go into authoring tools, and Storyline is one of the preferred tools to be used by e-learning developer also. Yep, I think one of the main reasons Storyline become or Articulate become so popular or welcomed by a lot of end users. Important thing is end users, because they have a very strong community online. Okay, so if you have any challenge or you face any problem, trust me, when you put it up on this forum or the blogs in Articulate, you will get the answer within minutes, most of the time. Okay, most of the time you get the answer within minutes. Okay, that is one of the uniqueness of Articulate compared with other authoring tools. It's a very strong community and very generous community. A lot of people sharing things in the community itself. Yeah, so please check it out from the Articulate website. Okay, you have the e-learning heroes, the rapid e-learning blogs, as well as the showcase. Community showcase is a very good one. I always like to go there, because as a developer or instructional designer, we always run out of ideas or ways of doing things. So in the showcase, definitely gives you a lot opportunity to find various way of doing things. Yeah, and of course YouTube. I put up the URL. So why? Because sometimes you'll find difficulty to attend training. I think one of the options is to go to the YouTube. There are a lot of videos, okay, that are able to help you to understand the product as well. Okay, so let's talk about what's new thing in Storyline 2. I think that's why you are here today, and I think we should spend more than 60% of our time this morning talking about this. Okay, so this guy is a CTO of Articulate, and he's the guy who started Articulate Studio almost 8 years ago, and now he also the main architect for Storyline. Yeah? So let's check out what he have told us about this new Storyline 2. So basically there are more than 25 new features available on the new release. Okay, and it categorized into 3 categories. Okay, so first category is the ways to bring content to life. Okay, so what are the features that help you to make the content much more interesting? Okay, we have the first group called motion path. Okay, I believe some of you are expert in PowerPoint. Okay, you know how to create animations in PowerPoint slides, right? With motion path, any path that you want, not necessarily the left to right, up and down. It can be in circle, it can be any form, any path. Yeah. So that's one of the new things which is very powerful. I'm going to show you some later. Okay, move trigger is a new trigger that introduced by Articulate, which allow you to execute animation anytime that you want, at any circumstances or any point of time. Okay, and relative start point is very important, because you see, especially when you want to create games and all that, you will allow the learner to click left right button so that the object may move left right and all that. So relative start points is one of the good features to look at, and definitely I'm going to show you some sample later. Another group I will call slider. Okay, today everyone like to use slider because of touchscreen. Okay, right? Because touchscreen, you'll be people are so used to it, so you like to see things just drag around. Slider is one of the good features now, and good news to most of you, especially the instructional designer. Now we can do a lot more. And this later the presentation, I will show you various samples, and of course you can go to the website and find out more. So yeah, so slider is one of the good features, I would say, great improvement on that. So animation, previously a lot of people complain about Articulate Storyline 1 because very limited animation. If you look at the animation, I think those days only about 5 or 6 animations. Okay, today they added another 10 or 11 more. So it's almost equivalent to what you can find in PowerPoint. Yeah, so great. So, and also animation painter. You know what is that? Any idea? You know format painter in your Microsoft Word and PowerPoint or Word, you want to format the things, you can just copy the format and then paste onto another object or another word, sentence or whatever. The same thing. So you can copy the animation and apply it to another object. So this makes things faster, easier. Okay? And when animations complete event is very good, so that you can synchronize very well. Like for example, after an animation, something will happen. Then this is another event or trigger that you can use. Slide transitions used to be very limited, about 4 or 5 transitions. Now they added another 11 transitions in that. So this is the first group of the improvement for Storyline 2. Oh yes, one more. This is another one very nicely done. Previously there's a workaround solutions, which is we make use of hotspot to trigger to pause or certain timelines. For example, when we play a video, so in the middle of the video we want to pop up some questions or do something, we have to use hotspot to interrupt or things like that. But today with this new trigger, they call it timeline trigger event, it may save you a lot of trouble and much easier. Okay, so the second group, I would say, is more on focusing on look and behave. Okay, how the courses look and behave. So great news is now they have better text editor. I'm not too sure any one of you use Articulate to develop content in Chinese or Mandarin. If yes, then definitely this is great news to you because they have improved it so that it's a less problem. Those days, most of the Chinese character you have to copy or type in Notepad, and then you copy paste to Articulate. If you go key in directly, you have some problem with some of the characters, some of the fonts and all that. So now I have to solve the problem. Character spacing, sometimes you want the letter to be a little bit closer and all that, it can easily done now. It's just like, so some of the graphic tools like Photoshops and all that, yeah. Formatting, custom bullet. This is very good because previously the Articulate have very poor in bullet. No PowerPoint bullet, they only have the circle, black circle, there's nothing else. Today, you can do much more because you can even insert symbol as bullet image. Okay, I will show you later. Let's move on, and there's some more control that some of the customer always ask me. Kelvin, I don't want my learners to skip, especially when you have the slider to like the timeline like that, you just go fast forward. Just drag and then they go to the end of the page and then continue the next page and so on. So they will want the staff not to skip most of the content. So what they need to do those days is they have to take out the sig bar. They call it sig bar. The problem is when you remove the sig bar, then the learner do not know how much more for that page. You see? So the sig bar actually is another objective, is not only just to fast forward but also able to give you some ideas or indications how much more for the page. Yeah. So right now what they have is the additional features to make sure you have the sig bar, but at the same time the sig bar are not draggable. It's only can see, cannot drag. Okay, so you avoid people to just skip. Of course, it's an optional item, because in some cases I personally like to slide. I don't know about you, but I like that. When I feel boring, I just go fast forward. Yeah. So player buttons. Yeah. Those days also a lot of complaint or comment from a customer is saying that, oh, I have in my page I have a lot of pop-up, and the problem is people will just skip all the pop-up and just click next and move on to the next slide or the next page. Okay, so great news now. Articulate allow you to, at any page you can also set trigger for the buttons. So what does it mean is you can set conditions. After maybe like there are 4 buttons or 4 pop-up, only after finish viewing all the pops up, then you allow them to move on to the next page, something like that. So you can easily do that now. For quizzes, yeah. So some, I do not know, some training manager, they're very unfriendly, I think. So not only if you answer wrongly, not only 0 marks, they want to minus your marks, negative scoring. Okay, so anyhow, because of the demand or the request from the customer, Articulate have introduced negative scoring as well. So if you answer wrongly, they will be minusing. You can do negative points. Yeah, so that's another good things about it. Eyedropper, just like any media tools or image tool, okay, you can always use the eyedropper to pick up the color, any color on the screen, and then apply in your objects or your text. So again, this is another features which sometimes may be good, especially for graphic designer. They always like to find a common or a color which is suitable for the screen. They will try to find certain color from the background or the object on the screen as well. Okay, you can use eyedropper. Video encoding, now they have better video encoding system, the solution. So it allows you to compress even better. In fact, before that, let me share with you some of our experience. In Storyline1, we always use Storyline as a compression tools, video compression tools, because it allows compress it very well. Okay, not even others compression tools, video tools. We always use Storyline. Okay, allow you to do very optimized for web. I would say it's not, sometimes it's, when you compress too much, the quality is bad. Okay, so Storyline allow you to do very good compression, at the same time remain reasonable quality for, especially for e-learning. Okay, but what happened now is Storyline give you even better. So personally I have not tried it yet. Okay, what else can be better from compared with the first one, but hope to try it out soon. Okay. Okay, the third group of the improvement is which is very much for expert people. I would say, especially those developer. You know, tackable panel is very important because sometimes all the windows are very small, right? So especially like those people who use Storyline, you know that the trigger window is always small, not enough. You have a lot of triggers, then you have to scroll up and down and you can't find and all that. So what Storyline 2 can do right now, it can be make it as a standalone windows by itself, and you can drag it anywhere you want. Okay, and this is very good, especially when you are using multiple screen. Okay, I think a lot of developers now, a lot of people nowadays, not only one monitor screen, sometimes even 2 or 3 or 4 monitors. Okay, so you can put all, then you can put all these panel in different location on your screen, so that you can be more productive. Form and slide view toggle is very good, especially those people who use Storyline before on quizzes. Okay, we always have a challenge where want to view the result from the form view, you have to go back to view result, then you have to close and then you view, and then if you're not happy, then you have to click the button to go back to the form. Now you don't need to, there's just a switch, and on the form itself you can see the fourth slide view as well. So later I'm going to show it to you. Auto recovery is very important, especially when you run out anything on multimedia. No matter how good your machines, I have these machines with me just about 3 weeks ago, and give me so much problem. Yeah, so definitely sometimes you need to back up or make sure that whatever you do is not wasted. So auto recovery is very important, and what Articulate have promised is almost able to save almost every steps. Okay, even to the last moment that before the crash, they can able to save it. Yeah. So, and interface localization, this means previously Articulate only available in English. Now they have in 5 languages, including Chinese, Spanish, and German. Okay, a few more. So you can check it out. But I think for Malaysian, the language is not a problem. In fact, most of us prefer to use English as the language for the interface. Okay. So any questions? Any questions? No, then we move on. I'm not sure, Elena, have you mentioned to them there's a quiz or pop-up quiz along the way? Okay, good. Okay, so for your information, we have 10 prizes to give out today. Okay, of course it's not Storyline. Only one Storyline, lucky draw, but along the way we have also prizes, not bad, the prizes, you can find out later. Okay, so please pay attention to my presentation, because in between I may ask questions. Okay, so not to penalize you, but just trying to give you additional surprises. Okay, so the first features that I mentioned just now, one of the features I mentioned is the what you call bullet points. You can see here on the screen. Yeah, on the screen, maybe it can be bigger. Okay, on the screen you can see there's a finger. This is one of the symbol in Windows, right? You know that Windows have symbol font, so you can find a lot of different font. You can have smiley face, you can have a heart shape, star, all kind of shape, all kind of icons that you can use as a bullet now. Okay, and also the features on synchronizing between the voice and the animations. Yeah, So let's, from now onwards, you will see me going back from PowerPoint to Storyline and Storyline PowerPoint. So hope you don't mind that. Okay, let me forget to here. Okay, this is the interface of Storyline 2. Some people say they like it, some say no. Okay, I don't know about you, but personally I find that I still prefer the old one, maybe orang tua lah. Okay, I still find the old one is better. This one is more modern, more high-tech, but very hard to read, too small. Okay, so this is the slide view. For those, just now I also noticed that not many existing users of Storyline in this room. Okay, but right, this event is more for people who use it. They just get more updates about what is new in Storyline. So I have to do both now, educator for two groups. So bear with me for those who are expert in Storyline. I still need to explain a little bit, yeah? Okay, so this is the overview, what you call it, just like PowerPoint, you have this thumbnail, right? Thumbnail view. So we have this one is called Story View. Story View will give you an overall idea about all the content that available or been built, and you can see all the small boxes here are the what I call slides, and then the slide can put into group. In Storyline we call it scene, yeah. So it's not a group or chapter or topic, we call it scene. So in this case you have 7 scenes here, okay. And within the scenes you have slides, okay, or you call it page, okay. So of course I can just go double click and go into any of the slides. So when you go when you click on this, and then you'll find something quite comfortable now. You can see here, this is normally PowerPoint. You can have your what you call slides, whatever objects you want to show. Okay, you will see on the slide, and then over here left side is all the slides. So like for example, in this particular scene there are 2 slides. Yeah. So what additional from PowerPoint is where you can see below here, timeline. Okay, timeline play a very important role, especially when you want to do animations. Okay, or you want to design your content in the sequence. Yeah, so some objects will come first, some come later, appear later, some will disappear after some time. Then you use timeline. The other things is very good in Storyline is a stage. Okay, stage play a very important role, especially you want to have a lot of effect, image effect and all that, and that will give you a lot of functions, and graphic designer likes to use this because they will find that they are able to do a little more effect on the graphics as well. Okay, notes basically are the extra sections that you can just key in your transcript. When it comes to e-learning, I would say this part is good if you want to have transcript in your content. Okay, so, or voice over script, then you can put it to these sessions. So, and then when learner trying to view the content, they can choose the options to look at the transcript. So sometimes instead of listening, they want to read the voice over or whatever, then you can use that also. Okay, just a good quick one again. Over here you can see additional thing which you cannot find in PowerPoint, which is trigger. Trigger is very important because anything that you want the program to happen. For example, go to certain page, click, certain things happen, or you want to control how the program behave. Most likely you have to make use of trigger. Okay, and bottom here the slide layer. Slide layer, the main function is to have more slide in one slide. That's always explained this way. You see, in PowerPoint, let's say for example you have one slide and you want to click and then you show other information. What do you need to do? What do you need to do? You have to have another slide, right? You have to develop the content in another slide. That's most of the time what you did. Okay, so what happened in Storyline, they allow you to have more, beside the slide, the base layer, you can have more layers on top. And all these layers are hidden layers. okay, hidden layers, until when you trigger to show the layer, then it will show. That's way how it works on pop-up. So let's say, for example, I click a pop button to pop up certain things or show some additional information. So I will hide those additional information in layers. So with the click trigger to bring the layer out. Yeah. So that's how general. This interface, you can see slide, timeline, trigger, layer. Other than that, you will find it's quite similar to PowerPoint, like insert, especially view. You can see master, slide master. So slide master is where you have all the, what you call the slide master that you can create as many as you want. You cannot necessarily just one master, you can multiple master. Okay, it's work exactly the same like your PowerPoint, no different at all. Okay, let's say for example you want to change the layout or you want to delete the master, everything is the same way of doing things. Yeah. Okay, so that's an introduction of Storyline for those who are first time looking at Storyline. Yep. Okay, I'm going to show you about this. This is just to show you a complete version first. So I just preview. So anything that you want to see when you want to see the result, definitely you need to do a preview. Okay. So you can preview the slide, or you can preview the entire scene or entire project. Okay. Sorry, my new system is very slow. Okay, extremely slow. I don't know why. Okay, I believe it's not a Storyline because I run on other systems.
Effective managers delegate wisely, they set clear goals, and they recognize achievements.
Okay, a simple things like this. Compare with just showing the text, all the text as one go, and then be followed by voiceover. Compare with this. I'm sure you agree with me, this way is better. So the learner can follow it, easily follow what you're trying to say or what you're going to try to teach. Okay, so this is called synchronization between voices and the animation or text. Okay, at the same time you notice that the bullet points, this is not a graphic, it's a bullet, like a PowerPoint bullet. Okay, so you can easily create that. So I'm going to show it to you now. I go to the next slide, which is empty. Okay, a simple slide which you can see there's one text and then another text. So the first text is effective manager, and then second text box is all the 3 points. Yeah, all the 3 points there. So firstly, how to create the bullet in PowerPoint. Go to home, just select the bullet, right? So over here you can just select the option symbol. Okay, so with the symbol I can have all kinds of pictures, the icons that you want. Okay, let me choose anything that you like. Oh, telephone. Okay, here it goes. And then you can change the color. You don't like the orange color, you can go for, let's say, red. Here it goes. Okay, you can have a symbol icon now. Okay, so which last time a lot of our customers complained, you know, Storyline always have only one symbol, which is the black dot. Okay, so now we have a better options now. Okay, now you can talk about how to synchronize the voice, because right now if I do a play on this slide, you will find that the text will appear immediately and then followed by voice, but there's no synchronization between the text and the voice. Yeah.
Effective managers delegate wisely, they set clear goals, and they recognize achievements.
Okay, so how to improve this? So we want to make it more learner-centric. I think maybe what we do is we want to try to see how we can synchronize it. You can see here the first channel is a voice channel. You can see the wave is a voice channel. So definitely you need to synchronize that. Okay, so and then how to do synchronization is only one text. If you want to synchronize, you have to break it to objects, right? when one voice come out, one object show, and then another voice, or maybe another voice and another object shows. Then it become like, in fact, you have 3 points. You may have 3 sound object and 3 text line, right? So text box. So it's going to be very tough. So it's going to be very messy. That's what we did those days when you talk about authoring in 20, 15 years ago or 10 years ago. That's what we did. But now it can be much easier. What I need to do, firstly, of course, I need to apply animations to it. Okay, so you can see now there are a lot more animations provided in Storyline 2 compared with 1. So in this case, I would like to use wrapping. Then you can change the size, the duration, the speed, and then you can go by paragraph. So it's like, so every line is 1 paragraph, and then of course the directions. If I want it to be rolling up from the right, okay, I can select this. Okay, what happened is after you apply what I call the animations, then you will see something strange. Suddenly it becomes 3 objects, 3 lines. You can see that this is the first line, this is the second line, third line. That's where you allow you to then move away, move about where you want to be. Okay, so let's say for example, I want to be starting from this point. Okay, you can see the marker here. This is not a marker, it's a cue point. Okay, it's a very good function. You can just, when you play the voice or your preview, you can just press C. Okay, control button C, then they will create cue points. So after having cue points, what you need to do is just right click on the line, on the channel. You can just have this align with cue point. Okay, align with cue point 2. This one align with cue point 3. Okay, so you can see now these texts are appearing at a different start from different time. Okay, so let's do a quick preview now and see whether we achieve what we're supposed to do. Okay, any questions? Any questions?
Effective managers delegate wisely, they set clear goals, and they recognize achievements.
Right? So that's more. The two important things on this particular sessions is the first is you're allowed to create image bullet points already. So that's very good. Secondly is learn about cue point. Okay. So questions? No questions? No question. Then I will ask questions. How about that? We will start with first question. What is what's the key to create cue point? Anyone? You must raise out a hand and stand up, because if not, then I do not know who. Yes? No, it's wrong. Stand up, stand up. I need people to stand up and say. Yes? C. Yes, the answer is C. Great. So find something great from Elena. Not a trophy, don't worry. Okay, so let's move on. I'm back to PowerPoint. So this synchronizing animation, now you'll find that it's not that difficult. Timeline played a very important role to create the synchronizations, and you're talking about customized bullet point, which I will show it to you. This is game, more like game. Motion path. So you want to create motion. Like say for example, this cannon shoot up. Okay, so there's a red ball going, and then when you reach the ground, it pop, blow up. Okay, so to do these animations, so you need to make use of motion path, because you need to define where it goes. And then trigger event start when you animate complete. Let's say for example, when the red ball reach the ground, okay, that's the end of the first animation, which is the animation from the cannon, the ball from the cannon to the ground. Okay, so at the end of the animation, you want to show another shape or another object, something will happen. So then you make use of this trigger event. Yeah. Okay, got it. So ready to go on? Good. So let's try to see the next example. Okay. So I have a complete one. Let's look at the completed one first. I should not use this notebook. Okay, so very simple. When I click, I just make it less problem. I just click on the cannon so that it will fire. Okay, simple animation like this. Something is blocking there, right? Yeah, maybe the crop. Okay, so we make some changes later. Okay, get it? Very simple animation. Of course, you can do much more better one as you go on to find out. Okay, so look at the what I have over here first. Let's move this one up a bit so it won't block the ball. So I have a cannon, I have a shape or ellipse shape, and then I have a circle, and then I have this explode. So that's all. How to make it animate. Okay. So let's look at this. If I select this object, this ball. Okay. First I think the ball should be somewhere dekat sini lah. Okay. Must be inside, right? Okay, so then you have to go to the animations. You can see here, there's a motion path animation. Previously, what you can see in Storyline 1 is only the entrance animations and the exit animations. Now you have new options called motion path animation. So it can be all kinds of motion path. Okay, so in this case, I want to use arch, because it cannot be straight line, right? Physics. So I can just then turn this one, maybe move this one over here. Maybe I turn a bit. Oh, too much. Okay. Do some adjustment here. Okay. So this is the path. Okay, from the cannon to the ground. Okay, so fine. Let's leave this object out first. Whatever you don't want to see, you can just put it out, just like PowerPoint. Right? Just leave it outside. Okay. So let's see whether anything going to happen after this. I'm trying to do less preview. Okay, good. So it works. Okay, but how come when I haven't clicked that it already starts? Okay, by default, when you set a motion path, you can see here trigger. Now it's for those the first time look at trigger, you can see here that I just created a trigger. Okay, because of adding the path, the motion path, I have this trigger created, and this trigger, double click on this trigger, you will find. I'm sure you know how to read this. Action move. Action here is to move certain thing. Move which object? Okay, the oval 2, which is the red ball. Okay, with which path? So currently, when you create a motion path, you will automatically name it as one path called path 1. And then when we're going to do it, when you're going to move it, timeline start. That's why when I just now preview, immediately it should. Okay, because of that. So instead of doing that, let's say for example, I want to make it so that only when I click on the cannon, then it fire out. Can I do that? Do you know how to do it? I'm sure some of you know already. So what you can do is when maybe user click on object. Which object? Cannon. So which one is cannon? You can see that you can move the object here. You can see the rectangle going on back the back. Or maybe I just move away a little bit here. So you can see that, yes, it's here. Okay, so I click on this and go, okay. So if you now do a preview, I try not to do too many preview because it's too slow. Okay, so when by right now, if you click on the preview, you will push it, you will fire out, and then it will land here. So what I need now is to show this one, this shape. Okay, so how are you going to do it? So definitely, if I do a preview now, what's going to happen? The explode immediately there. Because you put the object in there, they will show whatever you have put in there. So how to overcome this, you see? Before you fire already there, and you can't fire now because I have not clicked the cannon. So I click the cannon, yes, it goes. Okay? So that's how, next thing you need to do for this is to hide. That's where just now I mentioned about state. State is very important. You can also state the initial state of this image, this object. So I did it. Sorry, I don't need to. I just need to select hidden. So meaning this thing initially is hide. Okay, the status of the stage is high, of this object is really hidden. Okay, so what I need to do when I fire this trigger, when I click on fire this one, when the ball reach here, I need to show this explode. How to do it? Okay, so it's very simple again. I just need to introduce you a new trigger. This is the new trigger from Storyline, which is called, okay, first thing is what I want to do, a new trigger, actually what I want is to change the state of that explode to become normal. Just now it's hidden. I want to show it normal. Okay, when? Okay, that's where the new options available now. Animation complete. Okay, with animation complete, which animation? Which object, sorry, animation on which object? Over to motion path 1. Okay, so this will give you the functions where the trigger where the object will show normal, from hidden to normal when certain animation completed. Okay, so let's try and see how it works. Of course, you can have even add in sound effect, boom, or all kinds of sound effect you can. Okay, let's try and see. Yep. So that's how it works. Okay. Of course, I'm not going to go too details on this because it is not supposed to be training. Okay. So in this particular sessions, we already understand the new functions called motion path that are available to do the animations, and also a trigger called animations complete. Yeah. So any questions? Oh, Mickey Mouse. Okay. Any questions? Yes. Yes.
Will you be able to do simulation for Storyline?
Simulation. What kind of simulation? Okay, software simulation or system simulation, or?
For example, add on with radio buttons,
Mm-hmm.
keying text, mouse over text.
Yes, possible.
So if you're able to do that.
Yes, you can do that.
So how about keying in, like, let's say you're using a key in a credit card number.
Can.
You can key.
Yes. Yes. No problem. There's a what you call entry text, data entry components. Yeah. Very easy. Okay. Okay. No question. You want questions? Do you want more questions from me? Yes. Good. No one want to ask question. No one want me to ask question. I will move on. Are you sure? Yes? Okay, I give away another one more. Okay, so what is can you name one new event trigger that in Storyline 2? There are few event trigger. Okay, raise your hand please. Okay, good, sir. Yeah? Motion path is not a trigger. It's a feature. A new trigger, yes.
Status changes from hidden to normal.
No, that one is the old one. Old features. Old trigger. Sorry. Yes. Yes, correct. Wow. Good. Okay. Shall we go on with Mickey Mouse? Okay. This one is all still an motion path, but additional is the relative start point. Okay, what's relative start point? Okay, let's see. Go back to the storyline. Okay, before that, maybe I show you some sample first. This is just we just did it for one of our customer, for them to show to the management how they can solve their problems on some boring subject. For example, history. Yeah. I find that this group is very quiet. Why? My role looks very serious. Okay, so here goes. You have this combining a few things together. First is the motion path. Okay, you will see the heart shape will move on, go one step higher and higher. If you get all the questions correct answer, then you achieve your target. Okay, so questions and from different centuries. This is talking about Malaysia history. Yeah. So what's the answer for this? It's true, right? Okay, great. Okay, move up one step. The movement, okay, is a motion path. Okay, there's a motion path that you can apply. Dutch, is it correct? I think it's wrong. My history is not too bad. Well, good. Okay, and you notice that the heart shape also changed color. Right? Just now was not this color. Pay attention to that. So I know the answer for this, so I just move on. Great. We'll change to another color. Select the answer. This one, the answer, yeah, this is the wrong answer. Yes, you move back. So this is what you need. Thanks for trigger this, because what I'm trying to tell you is about the relative start point. So animation, always there's a start point and the end point. You start and end. Okay. So in most cases, you only have one start point and one end point. How about here? You have so many start points. It depends on where you are, right? Whether you're in which steps, second step, third step, or fourth step, or whatever. So it depends on that. Then you you do the animation from the points that from where the locations or the position of the objects. So that's called relative start point. Yeah. So good. Let's move on to the next. Very simple one. No question asked. This is for kindergarten. No, this is for small kids. Okay. So you can have up and down. So you click on the up button, the Mickey Mouse will go up. I didn't spend time enough to create sound effects, so I have to do it now. Yay! You can go down. You can go down. You can go up. Okay? So this sometimes when you want to create animations or game-based learning object, you may do that. So like for example, when you move the object to a certain place, then they can pop up questions, right? For example, when you reach this step, you want to pop up questions. So the kids have to click on that to move the object to the certain position so that they can have more points or more questions asked and or any activities. Yeah. So this gives a lot of rooms for developer have more ideas what you can do, because it's no more just next page, next page, next page. That's kind of interactions. I would say that one is not really interactions. Yeah? So how to do this now? So in this particular sessions, we're going to I just briefly share with you how to do it, because there's a lot to do. Yeah. Okay. So here it goes. I have the Mickey Mouse here, and I have two buttons, which is nothing, no trigger. You can see from here. Currently, the only trigger I have is the player trigger. Player trigger is basically the next and previous button, nothing else. Okay. nothing else. So it's the next and previous button. So what I need to do now is to, when I click on this, it moves up one step. Okay, how to do that? Okay, firstly, you must create the motion path first. Without a motion path, you can't move anywhere, right? That's the first step. You need to create a path. So again, like based on just now what you have learned, I just select the object which I want to move. Okay, next is go to animations, click on motion path. Which one you want to use? Maybe this round I want to use something else, freeform. Freeform is up to you how you want to draw it. Okay, so I try this one. So I'm going to move here. Okay, stop here. Okay, so now based on what you have learned just now, you can just assign the motion. Okay, let's say for example up. Okay, the up button. So I just need to create a trigger on this arrow. Okay, what you need to do is action is what? Should be a questions so that you can win something. Which option should I select? Okay, maybe my question is not clear. When I click on this button, this arrow, what I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to achieve? Jump. So what action is that? Yes, something like that. You can't get the prize because it's not too correct. Move. It's move. Okay. It's to move what? Okay. Path. This is the path, you see. Okay. When user click on the up button. Okay. That's all. Let's see whether it's correct. This is nothing new. It's just like we have learned just now earlier. Okay. The only thing is slightly different. Okay. Oh, what happened? Oh, I still have this, so I need to delete away because when I create the motion path, by default already created this one. So let me change it. Okay, so I need to have this move button up. So just like the new version of Storyline, minus score, negative score. I did wrongly. Okay, so let's try. Click. Here goes. Okay. Boleh? So now let's do something more. How to move one more step up? If I do it now, do you think it will up? Forever is the same, right? Because every animations, there's a start point and the end point. Where's the start point? At these steps, right? The start point is this step, the end point is this step. Okay? If I want to move from this step to the top, cannot. So far, I can't do it because my animation is only work on one path only. How to make it to the next step or go higher? Should I create one more path? No. The answer is no. If you do that, then you do not know how many steps are there. It can be a lot, especially when you talk about games. There are many steps or many possibility. Okay? So what I should do now is to where is my animation? Animate. Okay, you see there's an option here. Relative start point. So when I select that, okay? Sorry, is there questions? Okay, let's see what happened after this. Okay, any questions So let's move on up. Can you go up further? Yep. There you go. Okay. So I'm not going to demonstrate to you how to go down. It's the same. What you need to do is create a motion path to go down. Then you do the same thing. Then you will go down. Got it? Can? So good. So is it a nice pictures? Yeah, I believe especially those people who've been using Storyline to create learning content. This is something that you want to do differently compared with the previous year, what you have done previously. Okay, let's move on to the next sessions. Need more questions? No. Okay. Move into the new functions or new control. This is a control. Previously, we have control like button, okay, all kinds of button. What else control are there? Previously, in the first version of Storyline, besides button, what others control do you have? Yes? Any? How about hotspot? It's another control, right? Okay, hotspot is another control, but there's no such thing called slider control previously, but now you have it. And what is the purpose of having the slider control then? Okay, so okay, so let's move on to the next one. In fact, even though it's a short, just launched about 2 weeks ago, if today you log on to the online community, you'll be surprised to see how many samples or how many, actually the sample is not just to show you the end result, they even give you the source file. Okay, you're allowed to download and use it. Okay, very nice. That's why I say the community is very generous. So you can just download not the output, but you download the source file, then you can modify from there. In fact, I'm going to show you some sample which I just downloaded a few days ago. Okay, because I don't have time to develop, so I just take somebody else one and then try to show it here. Okay, but it's a surprise, just within 2 weeks. It's not coupled. It's more than a dozen of the sample on even just slider itself. Okay, so let's say this. Let me see what is the first one. I have a few samples here. Oh, this one may not work because it's not connected. Am I connected? Oh, limited. Let's see whether. If not, then we move on. This is a very nice one. I'm supposed to make sure I show it to you. Oh, sorry, you can't. Okay, this is a YouTube. You know YouTube, you can combine a lot of YouTube movie, and then you can create a slider to slide. Okay, then different portion, different part of the slider, will show you different image. Okay, show you different video immediately play from YouTube. Okay, you go online and you can check it out. This one. Okay, it's stuck. I can go on. Okay, so let's start from here again. This is the album. Album is nothing much. Maybe I just show what we have done for our client recently. Again, is to support how to convince their management about using Storyline2 on content development. This again is history. Any questions you want to ask? Please feel free to ask. Is it I'm going too slow? Shall I go faster? Okay, good. I will go faster then. But my machine cannot go fast. Okay, so you have things like this slider. So I can slide to different part, then you show different. images or content. Okay, so you can easily have this one now. Okay, so this is something that a lot of instructional designers like it, because it's no more just click and all that. It's so boring. Or always, the last time we used to use tab. Okay, so you don't need to do that. You can have this slider. Okay, what I'm going to share with you, even slider, you can see here this slider. The note here, the draggable object here can be an image. That's something very nice. I can put Malaysian flag as the note here so that I can slide. Okay, so oh good, I don't like this part. Okay, now you can see that I can just drag this one easily. So a good point is you can see that it's so easy that you can just bring out put the image as part of the slider. Okay, so let's do it now. Okay, so over here, by default the slider looks like this. Okay, you can just go to control. Let's say you insert, you go to control. These are the default slider. Okay, it can be round shape, rectangle shape. Okay, which is quite boring. So what I do is after I insert, I can just do a change by just go to the format shape like PowerPoint, right? So you can just select pictures, and then you just go to file. Let's say what I have here. Okay, I have this one. Or you want Canon also can. Okay, let's put Canon. Oh, too small, the Canon. Never mind. We can even enlarge it later. So what you need to do is to enlarge the Canon. Of course, I don't like the bar to be so big. I want it to be smaller. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, or you can change to any other image again if you want to. I think the Canon no good because the border is too big. Okay, so good. So you can see now I have the slider, and the slider, if you don't like the blue color, you can change to another color by just changing the format. Okay, let's say for example I like some other color. So let's say pink color, this orange color. Okay, so very easy to do it. Okay, then from here you can see here you have start point 0, the end point 10. If I only have 5 steps, so I should put 5. Oh, sorry, 4, because it starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 steps. Yeah, so that's how you do it. So let's say just put 4, and each one start initially. You can start with 1 or 0, up to you. Let's say for example I want to start with 3. Okay, so 3 is too far away, so I can just go for 2. Okay, start from the middle. So that's how you do it. So when you just need to then I have all this layer. Okay, remember just now I mentioned about layer. What's the purpose of having layer? So that things that you want to pop up later, then you put into layer. And then because of depends on the slider, where is the position of the slider, then you will just need to show different layers. That's how you do it. Okay? Got it? Okay, good. I may not want to go further on this. We can move on. Huh? Okay, so any questions? No questions? Then I will ask one more question. So, what is the new control that introduced by Storyline2? Yes? Okay, good. What is the too easy, right? Okay, I know what to do next. Okay, then I will know what to do. Okay, drag and drop. I think is one of the good things in Storyline. A lot of developers like to use drag and drop when they use Storyline, because it's so easy. compared with others authoring tools or software they used before. So that's why recently you can see a lot of activities are drag and drop, because Storyline provides that. So now they have even further improved it, not only having drag and drop, but make it easier for you to do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you this one. Is basically there's a box where all these items that you're supposed to drag the right answer to it. So pack your emergency kit. So you can just drag any of these and then see whether it's correct or not. Okay, very simple things. Okay, but what I want to introduce to you is that you're allowed to accept negative scoring. Okay, so if you answer wrongly, you may minus their points. Okay, or the score. Yep. Okay, so let's do a preview on the ready one so that you know what we want to achieve. I think this is very important. Sometimes when you want to create content, you must understand what you want to achieve. Sometimes some customer come to me, Kelvin, how to do it? Then when I ask, what do you want? Do not know. Then how can I help? I say, you must understand what exactly that you want first. Okay, so you can see here, these are the objects available to drag. Okay, so you can drag it anywhere you want to. So let's say, this is a hot dog. Is it important? Water is important. I don't know what is this. Anyway, just select all. Okay, and submit. Oh, it's incorrect. Okay, I think the correct answer is, we will check it out later. Okay, now let's do it now immediately. We will trying to see how to solve this problem. Okay, the drag and drop, this is a free form drag and drop. You have two set of features here for Storyline. By default, you go for the quizzes, they have this drag and drop activities. But that one is very limited, I would say, because you must be a specific shape for the drag and drop object. Okay, whereas this one is free form, we call it free form. So what we can do now is you can just go to, immediately select the free form. Okay, before doing a free form, maybe what I really introduced to you is the control, which last time we already have. Okay, please, for those users who are using the old version, last time all the control like the buttons and hotspot is appear on top. Now it is no longer. It's all hide under control, and you need to select from the hotspot from here. Are you going to create a hotspot so that this hotspot is the place to host all the drop object. Okay, you must tell the program where to drop. You see, you must something to hold the drop object. So I want the things to be dropped over here. Okay, so then next thing is to do is to just insert a free form, convert free form. Convert free form, you have options to select drag and drop, pick one and all that, pick many. So immediately you select a free form, you come up with the form view. Okay, a form view. Okay, almost similar to the previous one, but you notice one thing on the right hand side. Can you see here, right hand side? The slide view is available, so you can see what exactly was it. Okay, and you always can just toggle between the form view and the slide view. This helps a lot. Previously, you have to save before you can. In the form view, you have to save, then you go back, then you can see the slide. Now you save a lot of time. So in this case, very simple. I just show it to you. You see, the advantage is as I move the object here, you can see now on the right hand side, the object is selected. Let's say, for example, the first object to be dragged is the torchlight. Where's the drop? Is here. Another drag object. Okay, the hot dog. Okay, actually the hot dog is not the answer, so I'm not supposed to put the target. Okay, if it's a target, then it becomes the correct answer. So, okay, the next one is the water. Okay, so water, the drop to the hotspot. And then next one is the kit. I don't know what kit was it, a first aid kit maybe. Then I drop it. So that's all. What I need to do is to set it in such a way that, okay, So these are the objects. These 3 objects should be dropped into the box, except the hot dog. Okay, so that's all. Then you can put in the scoring, your error message, and okay. So you can put any message you want. Bandai. Okay. So then you can put the scoring. You can put sound for feedback and all that. So just go back to go to the slide view. So and just take a look on this. So the point here is the Storyline2 provide much more user-friendly interface when it comes to all this form-based content like quizzes and free form. Okay, so it allows you to put any way I want. Oh, this one not the answer. Water, yes, the answer. This one also the answer. Then I submit. Of course, it's correct. But then how come it's not all in? Why all into centralized center? Because of I didn't do arrangement properly. There's an option for me to make changes so that I can go back to free form again, the form view again. Under form view, I have the options like drag. So I can put, instead of stack randomly, I can stack tiling. Okay. So if I drop into outside the hotspot, you go back to wherever original place. Okay, then okay, that's all. Let's see the preview. Okay, then you get it done. So that's one of the reasons why recently a lot of content now you can see in e-learning are a lot of drag and drop, because Storyline really give a very good feature function for this. So now you can see it talks properly, nicely now. Okay, you can also put this one. If you put this in this one, definitely is the wrong answer. Okay, so that's all. Any questions? You can move on. Are you ready? Oh, I forgot to mention about the negative scoring. Okay, so the negative scoring actually is very simple. Previously, you can only have positive number over here. You cannot have negative number. Okay, it will be errors. Okay, but now you can go negative. Get correct answer also can get negative. Okay, or maybe not. I see. Maybe the correct answer you got 2 points. Maybe you get wrong answer you get 1 point, or negative 1. Negative 2, something like that. Okay, so now the quizzes, the new version of Storyline allow you to have negative scoring. Okay, and because all this scoring is important, because it will compile and become, and the result will maybe to upload to your LMS, learning management system. Yep. So any questions? Yep. Yes, you can have same. Previously you already had partial marking. Yes, under the if you choose the options score by options. Oh, this one don't have. This is drag and drop don't have. Like say for example multiple choice questions, you can you go to score options. You can buy options. When you buy option, then every option is independent scoring. So for example, A, maybe answer is correct. Correct answer is A. You made 10 points. B, okay, not too bad. Can give Sakuhati 3 points. Oh, you mean 0.5.7? Good questions. No. Elena, am I right? No. No decimal point. Yeah. My seafood is at the back, so I have to check with you. Okay. So any questions? Okay. Unfortunately, there's no question from me in these sessions. Let's move on. Okay. Okay, the next trigger, which I did mention just now earlier, one of the triggers is called timeline trigger. So you can trigger an event when the timeline reach certain specific time or cue point. This is very good because, let's say for example, you have a long video, okay? In between maybe certain seconds of the video, you want to make a pause and ask questions, right? because that is a very good way of making your video become interactive. A lot of people say video is not interactive, no good. It's true. Okay, so what you can do is now with Storyline, you can make your video become interactive. Okay, in between you can stop and ask questions or whatever. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can do it. Now my mouse got problem. Okay. It's a simple one, should be fast.
Storyline 2 gives you more of what's special about Storyline. Simple, powerful features that make it super easy to build interactive e-learning for nearly any device, including iPads and Android tablets.
Okay, so the questions from me will be is on the screen now. Can anyone answer the questions? Hands up. Can you read the questions? Oh, sorry. Can Storyline content to be playback on Android-based tablet? Then how should I give? Disqualified, no more for this round. Okay, so you see, you can pause. Isn't it good when you have some features like this to make your video become interactive? Like for example, now finish, I just click
It gives you more ways to bring your
and
content to
continue
life.
videos.
Move objects anywhere on your slide
Without
with motion
editing our
paths.
video. A lot of people say,
Easily
wow,
add compelling interactivity with slider interactions. Use more animations, more effects, and more
oh, you want to see
transitions
this
faster.
Later you can okay. A lot of people will say, wow, you want to do interactions, you want to add interactions on video, a lot of video editing works. Okay, you need to pause, you need to cut the video and chop into pieces and all that. Not necessary. So you can see that over here. I will just go through it briefly. This is a video that I inserted. Okay, at the bottom, the what you call the timeline here, the first channel, first line is the what you call this MP4 video. That one is just now the one that you saw is MP4 video, and I just add a cue point. So the cue point at this 14 seconds. Of course, I can also move the cue point to anywhere that I want. Okay, okay. So that's the first thing to do. You need to have the cue point. Let's say now I just do it here. So I want to create a cue point. Just now I say as you preview. As I preview the video, it takes some time because the video is quite long.
Storyline 2 gives you more of what's special about
Remember which
Storyline.
key should I
Simple,
use? C.
powerful features that make it super easy to build interactive e-learning for nearly any device, including iPads and Android tablets. It
Okay.
gives you more ways to bring your content.
Okay, you see I press C, you can find that there's a cue point created here. Okay, so then of course if I want to pop up a questions, obviously you need to create a layers. Now I show you how to create. So I created a layer, okay, and this layer what I have is this lady, the character. Just for information for those who are new to Storyline, if you buy Storyline, if you have a Storyline original or the paid license, okay. So what you can see here is you have a character, photographic character, which is like this, very good quality, okay, and a lot of poses. Okay, for example, you can see here, and it's not only this lady. If you buy, you have like, if you're not wrong now, it's about 12 characters. So you can see that all different poses you can have, and then some you can be half body, only head shot, or full body shots also can. Okay, you can easily choose and just use it, and all royalty free. Okay, it's important. Okay. So I just need to insert this character and then have the bubble with the text, and then another button here. So this button, basically what I need to do is just create a trigger. Why? Because when I click on the button, I want to hide the layer. Okay, so it's very simple. Just hide the layer. Okay, so just select option hide layer. So when user click on this later, we pop out and click on, it will hide the layers. Okay, so next thing you need to do is go back to the base layer. Just now I already create a cue point. So what I need to do now is just create a trigger. Now take a look. This is the trigger I'm using. So first thing is to do is action is show layer. Which layer? Pop 1. When? This is the one that they come to this timeline event. Timeline event. Previously you only have timeline start and timeline end, right? Now you have the new options, timeline reaches. Okay, when the timeline reaches, it can go by time or go by cue point. By time means you just key in any time. Let's say put 10 seconds. Then at 10 seconds, it will execute this action. Okay? So what I need to do, I just go cue point 1, because only one cue point. If you have more than one cue point, you listed all the cue points. Okay? Okay, so that's all. So if I run now, so what happened? Okay. Any questions? I think I should put the other way around. Whoever asks question got
Storyline2
prize.
gives you more of what's special about Storyline.
Yeah.
Simple, powerful features that make it super easy to build interactive e-learning for nearly any device, including iPads and Android tablets. It gives you more ways to bring your content to
Okay.
life.
But the video at
Move
the back is
objects
still go
anywhere
on.
on your slide with
Okay,
motion
it pop up.
pads.
But it still
Easily
go on.
add compelling
There's something I
interactivity
more
with slider
forgot.
interactions.
So I click this one called.
Use more
come back
animations,
to the
more
video.
effects, and more
Only thing
transitions.
is now the video is go on because I did not put the setting, because every layer you're allowed to do settings. Okay, so let's say this control set layer setting, you have this function base layer, you can put there, prevent user from clicking, and pause the timeline at the layer. So meaning the video will stop, because the video is on the base layer. So you pause the base layer means the video is stopped. Yeah. So with this, then you will achieve what you just now you wanted. When pop up the video, pop up the questions, and the video will pause. Okay. But when you close the layer or you remove the questions back to the base layer, the video will continue. Yep. Any questions?
Can you add your own model, character?
Yes, you can put any models that you want to, but not into these sessions anymore. Okay, you have to put. You can. The library called state. You can insert into state. Okay, so you can create, because you can create many state. After you, let's say for example, I just since you asked the questions, I just add one pictures. Do I have any pictures here? Let's see. Okay, the handsome one. Okay, so you see when you add the pictures, you see the state. So then you can have you can add more. Okay, maybe I call it set. Okay, I add on, so you can see there's another picture. So then you can replace this picture with a smiling sad face, and then you get many. You can have hundreds of it. It doesn't matter, but it will be stored in state. Okay, so when you copy this state, this object, this particular object, into another slide or into another file, all the actions or the expression will follow together in the state itself. When you copy, it's like copy everything, all the stages, different stages or different state in this particular object. Yep, got it? Answer? Good. Thanks. Any more questions? No questions? I also don't have questions. Okay. come to this. So this is where player button trigger. So you can see here by default the next button is not available. Okay, there's supposed to be a next button in the player. Okay, by default always there. The previous and next the next button is always there. Of course you can remove it if you want to, but I don't want to remove it. The only thing is I want is when he finished clicking on all these options, okay, all these question marks. Okay, when after clicking on all these question marks, then only I show the next button. That's where the control. You don't want the user just simply go to the next slide. Okay, sometimes some companies say I spend so much money on my e-learning content, but what happened? I found that all my stuff is just have only one action: click on next from the first page to the last page. So they complete it in 5 minutes for 100 pages. Okay, so it's not what they want. They want the user to visit. They want the learners to visit all the learning content that prepared. So that's where they need to add those control. Okay. So come back to here now. Roughly, you know it's coming to the end. It's getting finishing, huh? Good. So let's try to preview. I have 2 examples here, so you can see how it can apply also. One example is using layer. Meanwhile, any questions?
What is the system requirement
System requirement.
for the
As long as not like my notebook.
do you need require
Not really, but Storyline2 are not able to run in XP anymore. So anything above XP is okay. Okay, it can be Vista, it can be 7, it can be 8 or 9. Okay.
just want to add on.
Yeah.
Besides the system requirements, which is the Windows Vista and above, when you want to preview this or when you publish it to your web, you may require flash 10 and above. Okay, for whatever that when you preview especially. For hard disk side of things, definitely at least 500 gig per se, minimally. Okay, of course, when you have higher the better. Processor also the higher the better, of course, not like Kelvin's notebook, now always lagging. Okay, if you have i7 or NVIDIA media card, even better. Okay, so definitely minimum, of course, like this i5, but this one got, I don't know, something wrong at this moment. Okay, so definitely Windows Vista and above. Okay, but Windows 7 works perfectly.
Okay, thanks, Elena.
Not Mac platform.
No, unfortunately it can't unless your Mac run on Windows. Okay. In fact, most of the authoring tools I would say running in Windows environment. Yeah, hardly you can find authoring tool which is running on Mac. Okay, unless it's from Mac lah, from Apple. Okay, so here it goes. So this example where when I click on, you see right now the next button is not available, right? You can see that it's only have previous button, next button is not available. So only when I finish clicking on this, how to do this, I think it's very simple, very straightforward. Click, you hide the status, you hide the state of this particular button, that's it. Okay, change the state. So hide means, in this case, change the state to hidden, that's all. Okay, so now you can see that automatically when you finish clicking on all the buttons, the next button appear. Okay, so there's something good about the control part, because previously a lot of customers did ask for this, especially from the banks. The banks, as I say, they spend so much money, they say, no, I want to control my users more. Make sure that they do it. Okay, so okay, questions and answer sessions. Okay, we will move on to the next steps after this. Any questions? Yes?
Can we control the video speed?
The video speed.
Just now you said about its activity.
Uh,
Play fast or slow. Or learner could actually play.
no, you can't, still no. I don't think so. There's there.
Coursera, they are.
Unfortunately, we don't have that. Okay. Yes, any other questions? Yes, first. Yes, you can have many videos. No. No control. Elena, right? Yeah. So you can create your own video control buttons, like play, pause, stop. You can create that because the triggers are available. Okay, let's just. Yep. So on the screen, you can see that here you get media, play media, pause media, and stop media. So you can do that, okay? But you have to create your own buttons. It's not the default. In fact, it's better because the default one sometimes not nice enough or too small, okay? So it's good to create your own so-called control buttons. Yeah. Yes, Raymond. Okay.
Like in PowerPoint, right? If you put a certain button, right, and you want to simulate linking to a website, linking to another PowerPoint, linking to whatever, right? Does it work in this way, or you have to put all the different, the different scenes together in the same part? Can we jump?
Yes, it can jump. It's much better. In fact, one of the problem with PowerPoint, I'm sure every one of you have this experience. You work very hard on this notebook, on your PowerPoint, prepare, with videos, with internet link in your notebook. Then you go to your office. Oh, this is my presentation. You happily copy the thumb drive and put it to another. So all went missing or hairwired. Yeah, it will not happen here. Sorry, it will not happen on Storyline. Everything is intact. Okay.
All has to be embedded as one, though, right?
If it's internet, then no. Or if it's streaming, video streaming, so you just need to point to the address, the URL, so it's okay, it's fine. Yes? Sorry? Hi, doctor. No, they still believe that the music should not on throughout the course. So we did share with Articulate because we provide feedback, consistently provide feedback to them. But their idea is because every object, every slide is a standalone, so that you can easily copy the slide to another file or shareable. They practice that. So if you have this audio throughout, okay. So what his question is, can a background music play throughout the course? Okay. So sometimes you put background music, then one background music in a loop. Okay. If the students sit there for 2 hours, you will listen to the music for 2 hours until the end exit. So, but these features they are not agree with having this, yeah, because they don't believe in having music in learning. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's my guess. Yes, Yana? Yes, there's something good news to you. Okay, you can have two versions. Okay, if you're familiar with Storyline 1 and you still want to use Storyline 1, at the same time you also rich enough to have another version, Storyline 2, yes, you can have both on the same machines. No problem. Okay, it works fine. Yes?
At the moment you have articulate, presenter, engage, quiz, and you want to install these as well. So it's going to be on your PowerPoint, this going to be another feature, or how is it going to work?
I didn't get the first part of the question.
At the moment, let's say you have articulate.
Okay.
Presenter,
Studio.
engage.
Uh,
Yeah. So let's say if we are interested in Storyline,
mm-hmm.
so is it going to be together in it, or
Together.
as in a different feature?
It's a separate, yeah. Because Storyline has its own engine. Unlike Studio, it's running on PowerPoint. So it's separate. But whatever you have done in Studio, let's say for example your quizzes, you can easily insert into this Storyline. For example, I insert new slides. Okay, over here when you import, you can import your quiz maker, engage, as well as Storyline, others from others, or even, this is something I forgot to mention, which I also totally forgot to highlight here, quiz from files. Okay, previously we don't have this function, so if you have let's say 100 of questions, okay, you have to key in one by one, okay, into the Storyline. Okay, but today you don't need to do so because you can import from Excel. So meaning you put in all your question in Excel and then insert directly. But of course, each questions will be in each one slide, one page, one slide, one questions. Okay. Good. Any questions? And I love the features on PowerPoint, inserting PowerPoint, because it really works very well, especially when your content, most of your content already in PowerPoint. Yeah? So you can easily insert. And one of the good things about inserting PowerPoint in this case is everything that you inserted is editable or amendable. You can easily amend it. So change the tag, change the position of the graphic, delete the graphics, anything. You can easily just do it after inserting. Okay, very flexible. Yep. Any more questions? Yep,
I know
Raymond.
your plan today is to talk about Storyline 2, and there are quite a lot of us who are new to Storyline. Can you quickly show how the one-click export? You said one-click export to score, right?
Oh, okay. Publish.
Yeah.
Okay, Ken, no problem. So yes, thanks for sharing that. Actually, there's another point I would like to highlight on that also. When you click on Publish, the additional things that come along in Storyline 2 is these options. You'll find that Articulate Mobile Player for iOS or Android. In previous versions, you only have for iPad. Okay, you only can have an iPad player. So for Android, previously what we need to do, you have to play the content on a browser, HTML5 browser. Unfortunately, as every one of you know, HTML5 technology is still in the process of changing, and revolutions going on in Storyline file. So different browser give you different support in terms of HTML5. So that's why Android, in the past, we don't really encourage our users to view Storyline files in Android tablet. Okay, But good news is today Storyline 2 allow you to have the export or publish your content for Android mobile player. So you can just easily use your mobile phone or your tablet, download the mobile player. We call it Articulate Mobile Player. You can find out from App Store or the what called Play Store. Yeah. So you can easily find those. And what you need to do is just select all these options. Okay. I always encourage you to take all. Okay. Then you don't miss out anything. Okay. So what happened is if the intelligent enough. If the user, let's say for example, the student is using her or his iPad, and then automatically you point the content to the iOS folder. If you're running on the PC, then you go to the Flash folder. So it gives you all the options. If you select all this, then you're definitely able to play on any device like what the video have mentioned. Yeah. So most of the time, our content need to be published into SCORM, so the LMS. Okay, not necessarily SCORM, it can be LMS. So you select LMS, then you select the option, the output option here. You have SCORM 1.2, which is the most popular standard in Malaysia. SCORM 2004, which has been long, but not many people applied. AICC is a dinosaur already, no one using. ThinCan is the latest standard, which is supposed to replace SCORM very soon. Yeah. So how many of you have heard about ThinCan? Good. So and the main things about ThinCan is actually to cater for future learning management. Today our learning management is still very much e-learning within learning management system. But when we talk about learning management, you need to cover more than that. For example, when we attend session like this, it's still a learning, right? You come here, you learn, but it's not recorded in your LMS, right? Or you learn something on webinar, it's also learning. You read a book in the library, it's also learning, but all these are not captured. You read on an e-book, or you read certain thing on your website, on certain website. All these are not recorded. So ThinCan allow you to cater for all this. That's one of the main revolution of learning record. When talk about SCORM and ThinCan, that's the main difference. Okay, and of course today when we talk about record also, we have to consider about people moving from one organization to another organization, right? Okay, today I'm working in this office. Tomorrow I may be transferred or maybe changed to another job, functions or different department. Then the record is not there anymore because most of the time, let's say for example banks. Today I'm working with ABC Bank. Okay, so my record is here, my training record is in this ABC Learning Management System, right? But tomorrow if I go to XYZ Bank, XYZ are using different LMS. Okay, and definitely the records are not there. So this is something that I think a lot of people are trying to make it portable. Your record become portable. So ThinCan provide you the functions where else they call it Learning Record Store, LRS. So if I'm leaving my organization, I can request the LRS file from my organization and bring it to another new organization and upload to the LMS in the new organization. Of course, in one condition, all the systems are using ThinCan standard, which is still new because it just launched early last year, so it's still very new, and of course, there's still a lot of improvement needed. Yeah. You can try it out. In fact, you can use your mobile phone, your smartphone. You can download the app, ThinCan app. Okay. So, like for example, your phone, you can just snap the photos, the barcode, not photos, the barcode of the book, the ISBN code. Okay. So by snapping that, actually your record, you've been recorded in your LM, what I call LRS. Okay, so that's about. Sorry, I dragged a little bit out from Storyline. Okay, so that's very simple. You can just go on this and then just click on publish. So the moment you click on the publish, the zip file will be ready. Okay, allow you to do the upload. Okay, upload to your IMS, and automatically you will be structured very well, the outline in your IMS already. Okay. Let me share with you some minus point about Storyline. Okay, not really minus point, but they don't believe in that. They find that it's still safer to make the publishing for LMS in Storyline. They still go with one publishing is for one score, one file, one score. Score here is called shareable, SEO, shareable content object. Okay, this is a SCORM standard. So meaning you cannot have many score combined as a SCORM package. Okay, when you do publish, it's only published as one score. Okay, and one score in LMS, what you find is only the one title. There's no subtitle anymore. Okay, no subtopic within the learning management system. You need record as one title. Okay, so what we're going to do, what we're doing here is after we publish, we do another packaging, SCORM packaging again. So if you want to know more, you can always check with our expert Elena Lim. Okay, she did a lot of this SCORM packaging, from Storyline to multiple score SCORM packaging. I think most of you currently are using single score. Am I right? For those existing user for Storyline, because Storyline allow you to just to publish in one score, one SCORM package in one score in one SCORM package. Okay, but if you want to do multiple score in one SCORM package, yes, it's possible. You just need to do additional step, which is do SCORM packaging outside of Storyline. Okay, so you have to use another tools to do that. That is one of the, I would say, it's a minor setback about the minus point on Storyline. Okay, any questions? Any further questions? Okay, so if not, then I think we move on to the next. Okay, it's about the company. So far, I keep on talking about the products. Maybe it's fair to just to spend a bit of time, maybe 5-10 minutes to understand about who we are, about learning, about e-learning minds or universal IT. Okay. This company started, Universal IT started in 2004. That's about 11 years by now. Early 2004 we started, and now we are just approaching 11 years. So those days we were started as a content developer. We develop content for clients. Okay. Then back to about 3 years ago, we start to see the possibility of the change, where we see that we should not continue to just do it for our friends or our customer. We should let our customer to build the competency, okay, to take the advantage of all the advancement, the advantage of the tools right now, to let them to develop their own content. Because after so many years on doing content development for others, okay, I found that actually it's not the right model, not right approach, and it's not sustainable. Why? Because like for example in corporate, there's so much content to be developed if you want to convert all the training to e-learning. Okay, and unlike K-12, content are simple enough because we gone through those content in school. So it's not a problem. Let's say for example, develop mathematics, develop science or English or Bahasa, not a problem.
roughly we know the subject already. But imagine that you go to corporate and talk to your customer like a lawyer or a banker. All the technical terms, the solutions that they apply the knowledge they have is totally new to a developer most of the time. It's going to be, it's not easy. So we believe that because of that, I think the development should be carried out, okay, by the subject matter expert or the trainer with one condition. It's just like today. All of us develop our PowerPoint. Why? Do you think everyone will be able to do their own create their own presentation when Microsoft do not have this software called PowerPoint? Do you dare to say, I'm going to do my PowerPoint, my presentation myself? No. I think 20 years ago, nobody do that, right? They always outsource or get someone else to do a very nice presentation. But today, everyone did their own, do their own presentations without much help from others. Similarly, for e-learning, we feel that another few more years later, I think it's not going to be long, maybe another 3-5 years, creating content will be most likely will be taken care by individuals, subject matter expert or the trainer. It's no longer outsourcing. Yes, outsourcing still needed for certain part, just like today. When we say we have a PowerPoint, we can do most of the presentation, but yet some of the presentation we still outsource to agency to do it. Why? Because we want to do it nice, want to have a good presentation, then we get agency to do it. Similarly for learning content, yes, you can do most of it, but sometimes we do need to get someone to help to do, like for example, complex game. You want to do game-based content. It's not easy to create. You want to create content involve 3D animation. You don't have the skill on 3D create 3D animation, right? So then you need that. So that's why, come back to why e-learning Minds was formed 2 years ago, is to cater for a different market where we see ourselves that can provide advices or help our customer to build competencies in creating their own learning content. So how we do that? Basically, we provide consultancy, we provide training, we provide tools. Okay, at the back there, just now you can see there's a lot, the board having these lorries around. Okay, so that is our solutions where talking about how different tools can work together and help individuals to develop his own e-learning content without much help from the professional. Yeah. Okay. So, and today e-learning Minds also involved with few partners in this region or Asia. So we have in China, we have e-learning Minds China. We have Systronic from Indonesia, Source Learning from Thailand, e-learning Minds Singapore. So all these partners have various background in their own e-learning experience in their own country. But now we are trying to put our foot together and provide better solutions to our customer. Okay, so this is the e-content building solutions that we are putting up for our customer. All these solutions does not require professional or high technical skill personnel to handle. Most of it can be handled by teachers, lecturers, or trainers themselves, people like us. Or I believe all of us are not really programmers or graphic designers, am I right? Okay, but we can do that. And of course, we still need our friends help, all the designers and programmers. Sometimes we need them to help, especially for graphic designer, because no matter how easy is PowerPoint, does not mean when you use PowerPoint, you can create very nice presentation, right? You still need graphic designer to provide you good images that, you know, to enhance your presentation or enhance the look and feel. Okay, this is the solution that we briefly introduced now. iStudio is the solution like where I'm standing now. My colleagues there sitting at one corner trying to do all this recording now. Actually, this session is recorded. So for those who missed this session, I think by tomorrow you can go YouTube and follow up with these sessions entirely what you see on the screen just now, you'll be made available in YouTube also. Yeah. So it's a very simple solution. We can do it anywhere. There's something good about it. It's a studio setup, but you don't really need to be in a physical studio. It can be anywhere. Okay. So it can be, yesterday we were in KLCC, today now in IOI resort, and then next week we are in Terengganu. So everywhere we go, we bring along this to provide the solutions. So very simple solutions which allow you to produce recorded video. Okay, it's a video. Okay, it's nothing much, it's just a video. And of course, sometimes, like just now, I may make some mistake, or some of the jokes are not supposed to be in the presentation. I need to do editing. So we always recommend our friends to use Camtasia Studio, one of the simplest and easy authoring tools, and it's very suitable for educations and training. So that's why a lot of universities are using Camtasia to do their video recording and video editing using Camtasia. So with Camtasia, you can edit and enhance the video which is recorded in iStudio, which Damien we're going to do it this afternoon to remove unnecessary clips or sessions then before I put it up to YouTube. And then from that Camtasia, we can publish the video to SCORM package. This is something good, because a lot of people think that, oh, video is not SCORM compliant. Yes, it's true, video is not SCORM compliant. You can publish the video using Camtasia to make it a SCORM package. Okay, the purpose of having a SCORM package is very simple, trackable. So you will know whether user have used it, visit the video, and at up to which point of the video. Let's say 5 seconds, 10 seconds to the last second of the video, you can track. Okay, so that is on video tracking using SCORM, using Camtasia to publish the SCORM package. Of course, again, just now you really see the features on Storyline. We can easily convert to make our video become interactive, right? Remember that what function to use? This is a free gift. If we want to interrupt the video so that we can pop up any activities or having others actions to be on the content. Let's say pop up a video. Yes? No, cue point is not the direct answer. Yes, cue point is needed, but what is the trigger that you need? Yes?
Based on time,
timeline reaches. Not timeline end. There are three. Previously, you have in Storyline 1, then good. Storyline 1, you have timeline start, timeline end trigger. Then now you have another one, timeline reach. Either reach to which second of the video of the timeline, or at which cue point. Yep. So with this function they have, so it's very good that after I do all this recording, the presentation recording, then you can interrupt and add questions or add activities in between. So make your videos no longer linear. Your video now become interactive video. Okay? So that's where we normally, after we have this complete video in Camtasia, we bring it to Articulate. So that's where Articulate will be like the compiler, trying to put all things together and add more things, activities together, and putting quizzes and all that. Okay? Raptivity is another option. For example, you want to create interactive games or interactive activities. So Raptivity provides you the good templates. I will use the word template because you don't need to do programming, you don't need to do anything. You just need to choose the right template you want to use and then just apply it. You just add in the content into the template, then things get done. So it's very easy. Like for example, do you know that how difficult to write a logic for a game like Who Want to Be a Millionaire game? You watched the TV program before, right? But how to do the scoring, and you have all things like someone help, half points, all those things and all that. So it's not easy, but within a few minutes, you can make use of Raptivity to create such activities or games. And then what you need to do, insert the activity into, again, articulate storyline. Then articulate storyline is like put like a, like a folder to put all the different activities or different pages into one book or one folder. And then you publish it. So once you publish on articulate storyline, you will be able to get a SCORM package or Tin Can package also. Yeah, so that those can be used as either your e-learning or MOOC courses or whatever you want to say. Okay, I'm using this because I'm using MOOC because today in Malaysia everyone talking about it, especially from tailors. Okay, Taylor's University have claimed they are the first university in Asia, not only in Malaysia, in Asia to implement MOOC. Thank you on that. Promoting a very good concept so that I got more business. Okay, so I'll come to the next towards the end. Well, great to have informed that everyone that today we the authorized distributor for Articulate, Raptivity, iStudio, and Camtasia. At the same time, we are also the official training provider for Articulate products in Southeast Asia. Okay. So come to the last part. You may need to think about it, which is the year-end promotion. This is a very important part for me to look at, to share with you. Articulate Storyline 2, we are going on with a promotion. Wow, now getting bigger. Okay. We are trying to come up with the bundle solutions, which is with numbers of licenses. So, like for example, 3 licenses, or 6 or 9 licenses. As you know, the price, educations and commercials are different. Okay, so those are the price listed there. If you are interested, we can always forward you with the email on all these prices, so you can bring back to your management and consider. Yeah. So definitely, what we are offering now is very attractive price because for your information, we get a very good support from Articulate. I was told that we are the only country or the only reseller or distributor being given the opportunity to offer such prices. Yeah, it's not from me. The discount is not from me. It's from Articulate. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it come together, so you don't need to buy. It's free, but free for volume 1. Yes. No, volume 1. Because in Articulate they provide, today I think they already have 2 volumes. Okay, each volume about 8 or 10 characters. Yeah. So. It's a new licenses. Okay, I will come to that shortly. Yeah, these are the new licenses pricing. Next one is your answer. Okay, for commercial, you can find it from the website. It's available in the website. You can see the normal price is about Ringgit Malaysia 2,300. We can until end of the year. Before end of the year, we can offer it to 2,2. That is our price. Oh, too bad. Okay, so for education, not applicable. No upgrade. I also quite surprised at the first place. So after talking and checking with them, actually the reason for not applicable because right from the beginning, the price for education is really low. Okay, so we can see the difference, right? It's already half discounted by 50%. So they cannot provide the upgrade anymore. Okay, so but this is very interesting, and it's only in this today up to end of the year, we the only one provide this special price. Okay. Okay. This one is not an upgrade because they still hold with the policy, no upgrade for education. Okay, that is their policy because they can't change. Because once you change, other countries will be affected. So we are not supposed to sell upgrade for educations. But what they have provided me is a special price. A price with 1,002, you're able to get one license, new version of a license. More important is you still can keep your old license. So meaning you can have 2 licenses now. So it's not an upgrade. If you upgrade the old one, it's upgraded to new. You can't use the old one. This one, with the purchase of the spending 1,002, you can have the new license. At the same time, you still can use your own old license together, either on the same PC or separate PC. No issues. Okay, so there's a good news. And this one is only available up to 30th of November. Okay, so and one of the very important condition is this is only applicable for education institutions and only applicable to existing Storyline user. You cannot say I want to buy 1,002. You know, you must prove that you already have the license for Storyline. Okay, existing Storyline 1. Okay, with that we can give you the special price for 1,002 to purchase a new license. And that new license as a separate license is not an upgrade. That's why I keep on saying that you still can use version 1 on your machines without paying additional. You don't. It's not like you have to redraw the first license and go for the new upgrade. Okay. Any questions? It's clear, right? Okay. Another thing that we've been doing for quite some time now is a public training, public course, which we conducted monthly nowadays. It's a 3 days master training program. Okay, so for education is 3,006 per pack and commercial is 6,006. This package actually come together with software, meaning you come for the training for 3 days, you get a software free. Okay, that's why it's called bundle, training bundle with software with license. Okay, so grab this opportunity because it's very worth it. Because if you look at it, like for example, one license for education already costs you about 2003 or 2002. Okay, so and then you just add about 1,000 plus, you can enjoy the 3 days training. And this 3 days training is really worth it because you will learn from basic to, I would say, quite advanced. It depends on how the level they can accept it, because it can go very advanced for Storyline. Okay. 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 These are the training calendars for the next 6 months or 7 months. Next week we have one more training. I'm not too sure anyone want to join. Still have a seat for next week. It's on Tuesday to Thursday next week in our office in Puchong. After that, the next one will be in Singapore. We're going to have it on 11 to 13 November. Bear in mind you have to pay in US dollar, that one. Okay. If you want to know the price, we can forward you the price for Singapore. The difference is this Singapore training is not conducted by Calvin. It's conducted by Calvin Sifu. It's Ron Price from US. Okay, it's the master trainer who specializes in providing training for articulate. Okay, Ron Price. Okay, some of you may have met him before. We brought him here last year. We conducted the training, 3 days training in Penang. This year we're going to have it in Singapore. Next year maybe in Thailand. Maybe you pay in then you pay in Thai baht, maybe cheaper. Okay. Okay, but if you want, please welcome to request the quotation from us for Singapore. So it's a 3 days program. And take this opportunity, maybe you also can attend e-learning conference called Learn Tech in Singapore, Marina Bay Sands, There's a 2 days learning conference, e-learning conference called Learn Tech Asia, okay, in Singapore on the 13th and 14th November. And then in Penang, we're going to have one in Penang in December, early December. For those from the northern region, this is a good opportunity. Even though it's within Malaysia, we hardly travel to other states at this moment unless it's a special request. Okay, so for those organizations, they want to have one-to-one sessions, meaning we go to the university and then, or you go to the organization, we conduct a full days, 3 days training. Yes, it's possible. Okay, like next 2 weeks later, we'll be in Johor, UTM for training, a group of people for 20 people and all that. We do that as well. Okay, others is most of it are in next year already. January we start to have one on 13 to 15. Most of it in Puchong, and Jakarta we're going to schedule to have one in May. Okay. So any questions? Anything that you want to know more about Storyline, you can always ask. And of course, after this event, if you have any questions, you can always email to us. Okay. And also you can check it out, as I say, on the community, online community of Articulate. You can find out more. Okay, it's good. So I think there's one more thing that everyone look forward is the lucky draw.
Anyone put in your name card? Anyone have you put in your name card? Okay. Those who have left, sorry for them.
Huh? Those left cannot take it.
No, then how?
Are you agree?
Then what?
Those who left early can, even though got it, also will redraw. Will take it back. Must be here. Okay.
Okay, what you're winning?
You're winning a licensed Articulate Storyline 2. Okay? Anyone should pull it from there?
Only for one, nah?
Only one only. No second round.
Lucky winner. Can see.
Can't see, the writing is terrible.
If not mistaken, Asmina Asmawi from College Professional Mara.
Okay. Congratulations. Okay, I believe there's one question that some of you shy to ask because for the past 2 months, actually, we've been conducting training and selling some of the software. We have not give away the license key to those people. Again, I would like to say sorry about the delay. Firstly, the delay was because I know it's going to be launched soon, but I can't tell publicly that the new version is coming out, so I purposely delay on giving out the license key. That's the first reason. So the first delay, and then the second delay for the giving out the license because Articulate site is so busy with all the upgrades and all that. So they are busy with the changes. So we only received the license last week. I still have no time to sort it out all the license, and we hope to give away all the license to all of you who are supposed to get the license latest by next week. Okay. If not, by tomorrow. Tomorrow Saturday, no. Maybe like Monday. Okay? Okay, any questions? I know some of you may ask me the questions, so I must say sorry openly. Okay? Any more questions? No, I think that's all, Lina.
Hello. Thank you, Mr. Calvin. So, once you have heard about the promotion, are you all excited? Raise your hand. Those people who raise your hand get the free gift. Why you like that also none die like that. Okay, never mind. We have some refreshments out there. okay, just very light refreshments. But just to get you informed also that for this license is only valid for 30th November until 30th November. So give us a call, ask us for quotation. If you are even interested for iStudio, go ahead, let us know. You have seen how it looks like, right? It's another way of creating your e-learning content in a video mode as well, not just Storyline. Okay, so you can ask us more info on that. Plus, if let's say you are interested in hardware, behind there's a booth there, which is high-end computer as well as storage, right? So because once you start developing any e-learning content, you need storage, you need high-end computer, like just now, you saw Calvin's computer. Here and there got lag, maybe you need higher computers, right? More high-end. So towards the end of the whole session, very thank you for coming here, okay, spending this half day with us. Okay, so hopefully we hear from you again, and we apologize if there's anything that we have done wrongly or didn't do. Okay, we hope we can improve for the next session. Okay, thank you so much. Outside is the refreshment. Any questions in the end? Not to me or to Calvin or anyone on the floor? Or any other tools, not just Storyline? No? Okay, great. Thank you.